So come to your mats, take up some real estate, a little separation between the legs, some breath across the shoulders, close the eyes. And then just take a moment to connect with the breath and let's just quiet everything down. With each exhale, can you soften just a little bit more? And as we lie here, I always like to start class by checking in with how the body's feeling, the muscles, the joints. Areas where there's tightness or tension, can you direct the breath there, create a bit more space, a bit more softness. And then with that last exhale, go ahead and float those knees to the chest. Let the knees get heavy. Take it to a little roll from side to side. Single point, flex the toes, bring some movement to the ankles. You can give the ankles a break if you like, and play with where that massage is on the back, just by adjusting the knees in relationship to the torso. We already know that. And now come on back to center and take one hand on each knee, separate the knees and circles with the knees on the ceilings. So we're getting into those hip sockets here a little bit. Doesn't matter which direction you start. We're going to switch it up one more time. One more in this direction. Go ahead and take a pause. Switch it around. And now coming back to center, drop the toes to the mat, and then let the knees float off to the right. Find your twist. So the work here is to keep those shoulders nice and grounded. Shine that left hip towards the heaven, find this nice rotation through the spine. And now with that next exhale, take that left ear to the mat and gaze out of that left thumb. Take a pause here. Take the gaze back to center, take those knees back to center, let's switch it up. Float those knees off to the left. Shine that right hip to the heaven. Let those shoulders get heavy, and if you like, take the gaze out at that right thumb. Linger here. Notice how this side of the body feels versus the other. And go ahead, come on back to center. We're going to float that right knee to the chest. And unless your fingers on that shin, just come a little closer with that knee. With the next exhale, we're just going to float that right to the outside of that shoulder. Nice little inner thigh stretch here. We're going to come into some goddess legs a little bit later, so we'll have a nice stretch going. Come on back to center. Now send that leg straight up. Pointing to flex the toe, yogi's choice. And on the next exhale, start to take the hands into the thigh or the calf. And on the exhale, start to float that leg a little closer. But do it slow. We're just starting to get a nice stretch. You should feel a juicy stretch with that glute, hamstring. But sit with that stretch for a while. See how that feels. And then maybe with that next exhale, you take that knee a little closer, that leg a little closer. But again, don't overstretch it. Be patient. And then go ahead and release that, send that right leg down the mat. Go ahead and float that left knee to the chest. You release your fingers on that shin, pull that knee a little closer. And then with left hand and knee, next exhale, let that knee get hammered to the outside of that left shoulder, find that thigh stretch, get your thigh stretch. Come on back to center, take that leg straight up. Again, hands the thigh or the calf. Big breath in on the exhale, soften that leg a little bit. Again, test the water, see how that feels. And maybe with each exhale, we melt just a little closer. Find that stretch that feels comfortable. And now go ahead and just float that leg back to the center. Taking the hands to the thigh this time. Take a big breath in on the exhale, pull neck and shoulders up off the mat. And now float that right leg up off the mat. Hold here. And now switch the left leg to the right leg. Hold here. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Switch. Again. Let's do 2 more. Last one each side. And then go ahead and release neck and shoulders. Let that left leg float. And now take that right foot on the mat. Now take that left ankle to right thigh. Gently encourage that knee away. Reach for the back of that right hamstring, pull that right leg closer. And as we send that knee away, find some space in the back of that left cheek. That right leg could be bent or straight, it's yogi's preference. But here in the stretch, we send the left knee away, we melt that right leg closer. And now start to pull the 10 toes towards the shin. Get a nice stretch in that calf. Let's think of here. Go ahead and bend that right knee, take that foot to the mat. We're going to send those hands in behind the head. Take a great big breath in, and on the exhale, as we imprint, we're going to pull up through the heart and lift the shoulders and head off the mat. Hold here in the seeker. And now we're going to send that right elbow towards that left knee, curling it as much as you can for 10, 9. Squeeze in. 2 more. Last one, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Should have felt that right oblique working. Take that left foot to the mat. And now float that right foot on top of that left knee. One more time, let's start by sending that right knee away. Find a little bit more space to that right flexor. And now go ahead and float that left leg closer. Find your stretch here. Again, left leg is bent or straight. Send the knee away, and let's take the toes to the shin. Find your stretch here. And release. That foot back onto the mat. One more time, take those hands and behind the head. Big breath in on the exhale. We imprint, foot, neck, and shoulders up. Take that left elbow towards that right knee. Squeezing in for 10. 3, 2, last one. Hold here for 5. And release. Go ahead and take that right foot onto the mat. And now take the knees to the chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll. And send the knees on either side of the torso, feet to the heavens, and clasp me to the outside of the ankles of the feet. Finding happy baby, a little rock and roll one more time. But this time we're gonna get creative. We're gonna start to float the one leg away, maybe send the other knee towards the mat. Getting playful. Coming back to center, go ahead and release the clasp. Take the knees towards the chest. Hands to the shin, big breath in. Float the knees away, and then on the exhale, take the knees towards the chest with the tailbone. Inhale the knees away, flattening out the small back. Exhale, knees to chest, we take the tailbone off the mat. Let's do one more. Inhale the knees away. Exhale. And I'll come back to center. We're going to take those legs up one more time. And we're going to really focus on the small back. Point the toes this time. And we're going to make little tiny circles on the ceiling with the toes. Doesn't matter which direction you started. But you should feel this lovely massage into the sacrum, the small back. Maybe there's some gnarliness going on there, and this feels really nice. Helps release that. Go ahead and switch it up. Sending it in the other direction. Last one, go ahead and raise the legs there. We're going to take the arms alongside the body, palms face each other towards the thighs. Big breath in, then on the exhale, we're going to pull neck and shoulders up. Seeker, just reach for the front of your mat, hold here. Hold, hold, hold. And release neck and shoulders. Leave the legs here. We're going to do this one more time, ladies, and we're going to start to bring a little bit more movement into this pose. So when you're ready, we imprint to the small back, pull neck and shoulders up, hold here. And now right leg comes down and up for 5, 4, 3. Last one, hold here. Curl up a little bit more. Now leave that right leg, we're going to take that left leg down for a float. For 5, 4. Last one here, hold, hold, hold. Release neck, head, and shoulders, take the knees to the chest. Ladies, we're going to roll shoulder to tailbone 3 times. Third time, we're going to make our way up to a neutral tabletop position. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders stacked, knees are underneath the hips. Straight into cat-cow. Big breath in on the inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. So just roll to your cat-cows. Anything that feels particularly delicious. One more. And back to center. So you might want some different size weights here. Ladies, take your lighter weights in between your hands. And if you have a heavier weight, you might want those for our legs momentarily. So have everything accessible for you so you don't have to reach. And then when you're ready, we're going to send that right leg back. Extend the table and that left arm forward, with or without weight. We hold here. Release the hand, release the knee. Next time, send that left leg back. Right arm forward. Pause here. Extended table is so great to strengthen the shoulder girdle, strengthen that hip, the hams, glutes, core. Release the hand, release the knee. We're going to add into it. Send the right leg back, the left arm forward. And now inhale, knee and elbow together. Exhale, extend for 10, 9, 3, 2, last one, hold, release the weights, release the knee. Next exhale, left leg goes back, pick up your weights, right arm go forward. And then once again, elbow and knee for 10. Four, 2, last one, send it away, release the weights, release the knee. 2 cat cows between sets. Big breath in, find space, exhale, chin to chest. And back to neutral table. Now, if you want, you can take a heavier weight in behind the knee. So we're gonna come into fire hydrants and some glute work here. So when you're ready, we start on the right side. Good contact with the hands, big breath in on the exhale, float that right knee in line with the hip off to the side, the fire hydrant for 10. Keep that left side quiet. Last one, back to center. Go ahead and let that right leg up. And now come on down for a knee tap, and then send that heel to the heavens for 10. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, ladies. Take that weight from one knee if you're using it to the other. Snug it in. And now when you're ready, take that left knee off to the side for 10. Four, 3, 2, last one. And now take that heel to the heavens. Ladies, take that knee for tap. 10. We've got 2. Last one. Go ahead and take that weight away. Big toes together, knees as wide as your mat. Find different child's pose, ladies. Send the hips back, soften the heart towards the mat. Extend through the spine. And take a moment. That's it, Christy. And on the exhale, start to walk your hands off to the right. Maybe float that left hand on top of it, send that left hip back, hold here. Maybe right hand floats on top of left, send that right hip back, hold here. And then one more time, walking back from center, take a pause here. And now come on back up, neutral table. Take those knees underneath the hips. We're gonna inhale, right arm high. Exhale, take it underneath the shoulder. So we're threading the needle from the table. Big reach to the left. Option just to press those right fingers in the mat, take it to the heaven. You can send that left leg back. So we're just using the left side of the body to deliver the stretch we're looking for. Hold here. We're gonna get to the backbone material with some weights. Little spoiler alert. And you want to hold your stretches long enough to let those muscle fibers start to relax, unwind. And go ahead and unwind right now. Unravel. Let's even things out. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, turn it underneath your right. Find your stretch on this side. And again, you decide what needs to happen on the right side of the body to deliver the stretch you're looking for. Last breath here. Once again, come on up and then unravel. So we're in neutral table. You're going to take your weight, any weight that you want. So we're going to thread the needle with the weight this time. We're going to take that right arm underneath the left, and then we're going to send that elbow above the shoulder. So when you're ready, we pick up our weight, take it underneath the arm, and then elbow nice and high for 10. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that weight on the mat, switch it up. Pick up the weight with the left hand this time. And when you're ready, take that elbow nice and high, and now thread underneath for 10, 9, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that weight off to the side. Ladies, walk the, well, actually, take the elbows to the mat now, underneath the shoulders. Interlace your fingers. We're gonna walk those knees underneath the hips. Curl the toes under, float the hips up. Dolphin pose here. And then walk the feet forward, stacking shoulders above the elbows, forehead or chin towards the knuckles, and just hold. So just holding this pose like plank builds a lot of strength in the shoulders, a lot of stability in the shoulders. And if you find that your arms start to splay away, you can always strap them. Or hold on to a block with the hands. That'll also help with that problem. Keep holding. And now go ahead and walk the feet back, low plank. Hold here. Welcome to take your knees to the mat. That belly's not cooperating this morning. But again, that chin is forward. We're gonna add in here, ladies. We're gonna bring those big toes together. Take those knees to the mat for 10, 9, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Take the knees to the mat. Uncurl them. Hands alongside the chest. Inhale, cobra. So take it to a baby cobra to start. Just test the waters here. Open the heart. And release forehead to the mat. One more time. Big breath in. On the exhale, go ahead and pull up through the heart. Shoulders away from the ears. And find that stretch into the back. And let's hold. And now go ahead and release that. We're going to find some length now to the front of the body. Go ahead and take that right arm straight out like a T. Palm onto the mat. Take those left fingers and tap them underneath that left shoulder. Big breath in, and on the exhale, roll to that right side. So we're opening up now to the pec. Welcome to take the left foot behind you. Press the fingers to the mat or take that hand back, opening up a bit more. Hold here. We're going to get into the pecs too. And release that. Come on the back. We're going to switch it up. Send that left arm straight out. Right fingers are tented underneath that shoulder when you're ready to roll to that left side. Again, decide what needs to happen with the right side of the body to the stretch you're looking for. Let's linger, hold here. And release that, coming back on the back. Taking the hand alongside the chest one more time. Big breath in on the exhale. Find your expression of cobra or up dog, you decide. Hold for a breath. And then exhale, Send those hips up, downward dog. First dog in the class, ladies, walk it out. Paddle up the feet. Just notice how the back of those legs are feeling. And now bending the knees generously, you're gonna walk the hands back towards the feet. Finding your first forward fold. Let everything. Hands can be on blocks, they can be on mats, they can be opposite elbow, wrapped around the legs, whatever feels right, but let that noggin get heavy. And imagine that head getting heavier and heavier, and see if we can just imagine some more space being created into those cervical vertebrae. And now gently get the head a little nod back and forth, nice and slow. I know, a little shake forward and back. And now allow that head just to rest. Can we soften just a little bit more? Then this forward fold is easy for you this morning. Root down through the heels, maybe float those hips back a little bit more. Finding yet just a little bit more length. Linger. Inhale, rise up, big breath in. Come on up, stack spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna get busy here, ladies. Big breath in. Exhale, take a bow. Hands to mat, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, walk it out. Now, option to stay here in plank if you want to chaturanga safely. Come on down for a little tricep push-up. Hold the plank, walk it back. You know where we're going. Stack the spine, big breath in. Exhale, take a fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, walk it out. Holding plank or one push-up. Walk it back. Stack the spine, big breath in. Take a bow. Extend through the spine. Fold and walk out. Plank or push-up. Walk it back. Stack spine, you know where we're going. That's 3. Take a bow. Walk it out. Make your way back. Stack spine. Take a bow. Flat back. Walk it out. Plank or push up. Come on back. We're halfway, ladies. You got 5 more. Stack the spine. You got this. Take a bow. Flat back. Walk it out. Walk back. Stack spine. Take a bow. Walk it out. Come on. Flat back. Walk it out. Maybe a push up. Pause, walk it back. Just 2. Rise up. Big breath in. Take a bow. Flat back. Walk it out. So you're moving at your own pace, ladies. Little pause, maybe a push up. Walk back. Stack the spine. Last one. Take a bow. Flat back. Walk it out. Full plank. High plank to start. Welcome to take the knees to the mat. While you're here, we're going to walk back momentarily, but if you like and you want one more push, go ahead and take it now. And now just send the hips back, downward dog, walk it out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend that knee, let that hip get heavy. Let that foot get heavy. Energy is straight back. So you're gonna want maybe some light weights here when we come out of this. Let's take a few more breaths here, find a bit more space to that front flexor. Go ahead and send that leg straight back, ladies. Three-legged dog. Welcome to stay here or plank with me. Inhale, knee to nose, we float forward. Send it back. Right knee, left elbow. Send it back. Right knee, right elbow. Send it back. Inhale, knee to nose. We're going to step on through, but we're going to spin that back leg, warrior two. And if you want, bring some weights up with you. So we're keeping that knee stacked above the ankle. We're rooting through the outside of that foot. We're sending the arms straight up like a T. Gaze is forward, ladies. Hold here. And now little circles forward. 10 little circles forward. So your palms are facing down on this one. Take a little pause. Reverse that. Take a little pause. And now we're going to turn the torso to face in front of the mat. And back for 10. So working on the waist. Rotating through. We got 3, 2, last one. Come on back, find warrior two for a pause. And now take those hands on either side of the foot, step on back, and you transition, ladies. Welcome to staying downward dog. Take a break or have a flow. And then when you're ready, we're going to eventually make your way back to downward dog so we can even things out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend that knee. Let's find that space in that left leg to the side. Foot gets heavy. Energy goes straight back. Send that left leg straight back, ladies. Inhale, knee to nose, we float forward. Send it back. Left knee, right elbow. Send it back. Left knee, left elbow. Send it back. Inhale, knee to nose, step on through, warrior two on this side. So spin that back heel. Grab your weights if you're using them. Come on up. But this time, we're going to flip the palms to the heavens. Hold here. So just our light weights are working here. Keep that left knee safe, root down to the outside of that right foot, and now little circles forward. Take a pause, 10 little circles back. A little pause, and then one more time, let's turn in front of the mat for 10. Legs are quiet. Three, 2, last one. Come on back, warrior two. Face the front of the mat, wiggle the hands down one more time. Any transition, ladies. We're back and down. Settle down. Bend the knees gently and start to walk the feet towards the hands. Find a forward fold in front of your mat this time. Let it all go. But this time we're going to grab opposite elbow with opposite hand and just have a little sway from side to side. Yeah, release the clasp on the elbows. You might want your heavier weights for this. We're going to do some shoulder work, ladies. And a little bit more for the waist, so you decide what weights you want, if you want any, but we're going to hold on to them and we're going to start to straighten the spine. We're going to drag those weights up the legs. So we're nice and stacked with the spine. Turn your face to the long edge of your mat. So Take a big wide stance to the front, a big wide stance to the back, so we're in our goddess legs. Toes point to the corners of the mat. Knees are always in direction of the toes. Take the hands to heart center to start. Big breath in on the exhale, send the knees in the direction of the toes. Lower down, find your squat. Take the weights in between the thighs, roll the shoulders back. Keep that spine nice and tall and your gaze is forward, not down, because when you look down, you tend to roll forward. Set the shoulders in the back, take that right arm parallel to the mat and down. And left. Right. We're just alternating. Last one each side. And then bring the weights to heart center, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower. 10 pulses. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now weights tight to the body. Again, set the shoulders, we're gonna bring the elbows in line with the shoulders for 10, 9, 3, 2, and 1. Weights to heart center, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower. Hold here. Up a centimeter, down a centimeter. Up a centimeter, down a centimeter. 3. Really see you moving, ladies. Last one, stay low. And now one more time, we're gonna take those weights in line with the shoulders. Little tick-tock here, we're gonna send that right elbow towards the left thigh and back and left and back. So the goal is not to touch the thigh, and just working on the waist. And that's 3. Halfway. 9, 10, back to center. Weights to heart center, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower. We're just holding for 10. Root through the heels, come all the way up. Take the toes to the long edge of the mat first, ladies. And now find a fold. Wide-legged forward fold, let it all go. And now flatten out your back, extend your spine, and fold. So ladies, we're going to take our left hand underneath our head. Now you are more than welcome, if you prefer, to take it onto a block underneath the head. We're going to come into some more shoulder work here and back work. So either hand is on the block or on the mat underneath the head. We're going to pick up the weight in the right hand. We're going to take that elbow above the shoulder. And then take that hand towards the left hand for 10, 9, 8. Bring that elbow as high as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and fold. Release the weight. And now take that right hand onto the mat or onto a block underneath the head this time. We're going to pick up our weight in our left hand. Extend through the spine, pick up that weight beyond the shoulder, and again, take that weight towards the right hand for 10, 9, 3, 2, last one, and forward fold, let it all go. And now heel toe those feet underneath the hips, bend the knees as much as you need to do that. And then just turn to face the front of your mat. We're still in our forward fold, let everything go. We're gonna inhale to a flat back. And then just walk the hands forward from here, take the feet back, downward dog, walk it up. So make sure you've got kind of a clean surface area to work with, ladies. We're gonna come to some plank work here. When you're ready, go ahead and float forward, find your plank. Take a pause here to start. We're gonna come into our side plank, so bring those big toes together. You're welcome to take this to your knees, nothing wrong with that. The next exhale, float to the outside of that right arm, right hand. Float that left hip to the heavens. Welcome to stack one foot on top of the other. Take the knees to the mat if you'd like. Float that leg up, anything that feels right, hold here. Come on back, finding your plank. Little pause here. And then when you're ready, roll the outside of that left foot. Hold here. Any version. No saggy hips. Come on back, find plank. Hold here. Now go ahead and take those knees to the mat, uncurl the toes, float those hips back, shell pose, ladies. Hips get heavy to the heels, forehead to the mat, arms behind you, palms up, take a breath. And now go ahead and pull the heart away from the thighs. And we're gonna make our way onto our sit bones. And again, you're gonna want to walk in for this. Take the spine of the mat. And you want those heels close enough so that you can brace them. So we're setting up for bridge pose here. We're gonna take that block in between the thighs, just below the knees, and squeeze that block like you're gonna break it. So we're gonna take this in progressions. Arms are alongside of the body, shoulders are nice and flat on the mat. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, we imprint. Get rid of that curve into the spine by engaging the core, flattening out the spine holds here. We're just holding. And I go ahead and release that with a natural curve from back. One more time, big breath in, and then on the exhale, let's imprint. This time, take the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Float those hips to the heavens, hold here, squeeze that block a lot. Again, no saggy hips. Little catch and release with the knees here. We're gonna squeeze, release, but don't drop the block. 10, 9, 8, 7. Again, should feel those inner thighs working. 3, and the glutes. 2, 1. Hold here, hips are high. These are gonna come down for 10 little tush taps. For 10, send those hips nice and high. Slow it down. Root through the heels, send those hips a little higher when you come on up. Breathe. Two. Last one, come on up, hold. And then slowly take the spine back down on the mat. With the natural curve of the spine, come back. Take a big breath in, and on the exhale, once again, imprint. Flatten out that spine. Just hold here. And now go ahead and release that with the natural curve of the spine. Come back for a plank here a little longer, ladies. Take the arms alongside of the body, flip those knees up above the hips. You'll notice right off the bat that spine is nice and flat. That's the goal. We keep that spine flat throughout the whole exercise. That's what dictates how far those legs go out. So you know where we're at. Either you're gonna lower the heels down to the mat, or you're gonna extend the legs forward and then lower them down. You decide. but you bring them back to where you started before you lose the connection with the spine. That's the goal here. So when you're ready, big breath in. On the exhale, keep the imprint, send the legs away. For 10. Core just got to work really hard to keep it flat. Always use your breath on the hardest part of the exercise, which is the extension. We've got 3 more. Last one. We'll come on back, knees are above the hips. Then you're going to do a reverse one now. So we're going to pull the knees towards the chest. So whether you want the arms in a T or a stop sign, just get them out of the way in the V. You feel more grounded to the shoulders when you do it this way. You're going to pull those knees towards the chest, nice and slow. For 10. Come on back to where you started. 9. You should really feel your core working here. You got 3 more. Last one. Back to where we started. Keep that block where it is. Make any adjustments. You can get a little wiggly on it. We're going to come into some oblique work again, ladies. Big breath in, and on the exhale, float the knees off to the right. Hover. Maybe extend through the legs. Come on back to center. To the left. So you decide if you're extending or not. Center. Right. Center. Left. Keep going. We're going for 10 to each side. This is 3. Two more. Last one each side. To the right, center, left, center. Come on back. One more step of the lower curls. So when you're ready, keep those shoulders grounded. Bring the knees to the chest. For 10, open back above the hips. Squeeze in. 9. Squeeze in. 3, 2, last one. And now let those feet come right down onto the mat. We're just going to reach for that block, legs, take it off to the side. We're going to do a supported bridge here. Once again, we're going to imprint. Tailbone lifts, but this time we're going to pull the vertebrae up. And now just so that we can take that block and take it underneath the sacrum, that beautiful big triangular bone. So when you're ready, we imprint, pull the tailbone up, each the vertebrae up, so you get to that point where you can slide that block underneath. Here we're going to interlace our fingers on that block, just so it's not going to go anywhere on us. We're going to let that tailbone nice and heavy. Keep that left foot on the mat. We're going to send that right leg straight out onto the mat, heel onto the mat. Now imagine the gas pedal up underneath that right foot, and when you're ready, go ahead and turn that gas pedal. Press through that gas pedal as we take the sole of the foot towards the heavens, towards the mat, pardon me. You should feel this big juicy stretch into the quadricep as well as that right hip flexor. We're going to linger here for a bit, ladies, hold that. And then go ahead and take that right foot back to where it started, underneath the knee. And then when you're ready, the next exhale is going to send that left leg straight up. Heel to the mat. Again, gas pedals underneath that foot, press the gas pedal, take the sole of the foot onto the mat. Find the extension to the quadricep and that hip that's pulled here. Really important that you keep your gaze straight up, it protects the neck. Just check the time. Last breath here. Start to bend that left knee, take that left foot back underneath the knee. Ladies, we're gonna, again, make sure that we're nice and firm with our block rhythm, so legs up the wall, so float that right knee above the hip, send that leg straight up. Float that left knee above the hip, take that left leg straight up. So you've got a lot of flexibility here. You can point your toes, you can flex your toes, you can keep your legs together, you can keep the hip distance, you can start to propel those legs and send them in opposite directions. So coming to the stretch that just feels good, you want to feel grounded, you want to feel supported here. And you want to allow that sacrum to get nice and heavy on that block. You want to feel the connections with the thigh bones and those hip sockets. And maybe they just root just a little deeper in there. And again, we're going to linger here for a bit. You don't have to stay static. Take the last couple of breaths here. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to bend that right knee. Take the right foot onto the mat. Bend that left knee. Take that left foot onto the mat. Root through the four corners of the feet, float that hip up. Take the block away. Send those sit bones of each spine back down onto the mat. And now take the knees to the chest for a rock and roll. And as we roll from side to side, once again, check in with the body, little inventory check, little litmus test. Noticing any differences now versus when you first came to class. And now leave that right leg where you send that left leg down the mat. We're going to come into that twist. But now without the second leg in the way, we're going to come into a little deeper. Take the left hand to that right knee. And then send that right leg off to the left. Keep the shoulders grounded. Welcome to take a block under that knee if you want to press into the block or let gravity do its thing. Final time, if you like, you can keep your gaze up to the heavens and take it up to that right thumb either side. And again, we're holding. And now coming back onto your back. Give that right knee a little squeeze. Send it down the mat. Let's replace it with the left. Float that left knee to the chest. Snug it in tight. Take that right hand and left knee. Keep the left shoulder grounded, and when you're ready, float that left into the right side. Again, option to take that block underneath the knee if you prefer. Or let gravity do its thing. Hold here. And again, welcome to take that left ear to the mat. And then take the feet onto the mat. We're coming into cobbler's pose just for a breath or two. Start to let the knees get heavy. Bring the soles of the feet together. Now, if you like, you can take the block underneath the thighs or underneath the knees to support, yogi's choice. Heels are as close or as far away as it makes sense for your flexibility. Take the right hand to belly and left hand to heart. Close the eyes. We're gonna end with just a little bit of breath work before we melt our way into Shavasana. We're gonna inhale for a count of 4, take a slight pause at the top, and then we're gonna exhale for a count of 6. So I'll cue you. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the natural rhythm of the breath return. And using that little inventory check as a reference, see if you can determine how you might like to spend final Shavasana. And if you are ready, I invite you to come into whatever version of Shavasana will serve you best today. Take some time to set up some blocks, some props, some blankets, bolsters, whatever you need. Connect with the breath and quiet mind, quiet body. And allow the breath to take you deeper and deeper into your mat as you soften. Move into the waist and the hips. Then you want to bring your arms back for a full body stretch. And maybe you want to roll onto one side, settle for a breath or two. And then when you're ready and in your own time, we'll eventually make our way to a comfortable seated position. Stack spine. Taking hands to heart center, gentle bow in gratitude that we're well enough to make it to our mats, that we had the initiative to do so, and always for each other that keeps us true on that. Thanks for joining me today. Remember, during the holiday season, we are so busy doing so much for everybody else. Take some time for yourself, for the self-love. Now, the place in you where the whole universe resides, and you are in that place in you, and I'm in that place in me. We are one. Namaste.